I was knocked down, heard the countdown through the haze, in the face of defeat, yeah. I was ruled out with no bailout, on my own, all alone, left to bleed out. But I rose up from the ground, just like I was spellbound. All the odds were against me, so I picked up the pace, and now I'm in the race. Give me some space. I'm a movement and I ain't losing. Gonna go, 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 go. Like a bullet, won't take no bullshit. You should know, no, I'm about.
I just went to season 2 episode 20 on my FIFA 22 creative club. Let's get into Canada to see who we got today. We only got about 8 games left of the season. Now let's get into Canada. First of all, we got on the 19th we got Lincoln City. Bennett name is him, survived in 1884, 137 years ago. We played home by an Sincere Bank, we come with 10,120, and we played home at the Sincere Bank. Then the following weekend, on the 25th, we got Weekend Athletic. Bennett name is with Latics and the Ticks, we found in 1932, 89 years ago. We played home ground at the DW Stadium with a comparative of 25,138, and we played them at the Stadium Young Boys. We got transfer over for Brandon Young for 320,000, and that be made by Rochdale. It's him, yeah, he's in my transfer list, so I will get rid of him. So I will accept that. Welcome to the first game of this episode, where we play a team who's lying second bottom of the league, and we are playing our C team for today's game. No, our B team actually playing in this game. Now let's get into it. Here we are away in Sincere Bank, where our home team are struggling in the league at the moment, and Young Boys FC already won the league, so it's a no big deal for them. But yeah, well, there's a lot of things might happen during now and the end of the season. Can Lincoln City survive in all the position they are in now? They're in a bad predicament.
Talk about coaches and their methods. It's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire. It should be a cracking game though.
And here's the team for Lincoln City: Longport, Motsmer, Rose, Robson, Brickett, Sorensen, Bishop, Langdon, Atalucan, and Hopper. And we play a 4-3-3 for me with Brickett wearing number 23, when the CDM position being their captain. And you know our B team by now is beating for itself.
But for it to work, they need to have a good understanding. They need to link up with each other and provide a different set of skills.
We got 2 Almeidas in the squad. One at right back and one at striker position. Good tackle on Pastor. There's it to Bergman. Chipsy. And here comes Robson. But Marula got it. There's a ball to Bergman to Pastor. Plays it across. And Venezuela shoots and shot it wide. And it was a bad shot in the end from Venezuela. I could be 1-0 to repeat it, but as we heard, it's still 0-0. Caruso to Cafalo. Good ball to Almeida. Plays it to Marula, to Bergman, turns. Plays the ball through to us. Essie shoots, and it's 1-0, and it's Pastore who scored it. Essie thought he would just shoot them, but it was a bad tackle. But Pastore didn't take his eye off the ball and scored a goal. It was a good piece of play, and it's a good finish from Pastore. And the man just looking it out there. And it's Pastore's first goal in this B-League games he's played. Bergman. Almeida plays it to Essie. Good ball out. Finds Gilbert. In the ball. Editors. And I did it over from Almeida. It was a good cross in, but Almeida didn't connect to his pass. Didn't connect to the pass, and I did it wide. Almeida plays it to Bergman. Essie down this left wing. He chops and runs back onto himself. Headers, and I did it wide from Murillo. It was a good cross, but the header was poor in the end. Pick up with a good tackle. Almeida plays the ball, shoots, and it's a good goal from Bergman, and it's 2-0. And it was a good through ball, which Bergman obliges to score. For I think he's the Icelandic player.
Well, here's the goal.
And it was a good through ball, and the defender couldn't go nowhere near Bergman, and he scored high up in the top of the net, high up in the top of a goal, with the manager knowing this one might continue their winning streak. Cafalo to Gilbert, plays it to Pastore, plays it to Venezuela, plays it, shoots, and they could save by Long, and there's a corner, and Venezuela plays it short to Almeida, in the ball, headers, and they did it wide from Cafalo. It was a good cross in, but a poor header in the end. And the goalkeeper, there was no trouble in the goalkeeper. And he must be gutted with that header. Murillo. Essie with a good tackle. And he follows up. Run down his left wing. No one's in the box yet. And he crazes in. Shoots! And a good goal from Almeida, and it's 3-0. It was a good counter attack, and Essie seen Almeida free, so he decided to chip into the box, and it was a delightful pass, and Almeida didn't miss from there, and the goalkeeper nowhere in sight. And it's 3-0 right here. And they have to kick off again. Bishop to Brickhook. Plays it to Paul. Almeida run it back. Plays the ball only to find Sorensen. Pastore. Well, that's it at half time. It's been non-stop pressure from Young Boys FC B team. and that's why they're bottom, near the bottom of the table with poor performance and slowed down others from at the look in.
Hasn't been getting into the right sort of areas. That's got to be improved if they're to
At half time it's Lincoln City 0, Young Boys FC 3. Cafalo, Cariso to Venezuela, Beatty, or Morris got it. But a ball mistake. Bergman, the goalkeeper was 6 and 7 at the back, and he made a poor mistake there, the goalkeeper, and it's 4-0 here. The goalkeeper was good with himself, making a poor decision like a running out, trying to get to a ball. And there was a good finish in the end. Past the goalkeeper in his near post. And it's 4-0 here at Lincoln Sincere Bank. Gilbert beats the defender. In the ball goes straight at the goalkeeper. And he clears it out. And it's a advantage to yours. Plays it to Marula. Going down his right hand side. But that's it. And it's a comfortable victory today at Sincere Bank to away side. And Nando and Lincoln looking gutted. They've both been really down and out now of the league. And we look out for this one of the match with Bergman scoring 2 goals in 3 attempts.
He was a threat and he worked so hard for the team as well. What a good display that was.
At full time it's Lincoln City 0, Young Boys FC 4. Welcome to the last game of this episode. We've got the team just outside the playoffs. Let's see how many points we're up outside the playoff in 9th place. So they are only a point outside the playoff we can Athletic are. But in the meantime, Young being sold for 320,000, so 220,000 added to our transfer budget when the window's open again, and he's gone to Rochdale in the same division as we are now. We are 6th place, so they might be coming up with us. Now let's get into this game. We're back to our 18 for today's game.
All eyes on one man.
We're looking at Joe Bennett, who's retired at the end of the season. He's wearing number 21 shirt. And we are Stadium Young Boys here. The stadium will be a bigger competitor next season. They had a very development plan. They got development happening away from this ground.
And they face Wigan Athletic.
Yes, thanks as always, Derek. We've got 2 good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
And Bennett's 32 hanging up a pins at the end of the season. And he's from midfield, he's playing midfield for Wigan Athletic.
He has elected to end his illustrious career at the end of this campaign. A massive loss for the club, Stuart.
Well, it's a great shame because he's been a joy to watch over the years. But he's certainly going out at the top, which I think is a really good decision, Derek.
And you know our 18 by now, I don't have to tell you the team.
4-4-2 formation, but played well it can be really effective. And key to its success are the wide midfield players. They have to be fit, they need to be able to run with the ball, and they need to double up with their fullback. It's a really tough role for them.
And this is Wigan Athletic team. Amos Kerr, Whitmore, Kerr, Cousins, Naylor, Bennett, Lang, Edwards, McLeany and Mate. And we're playing 4-2-3-1 with Naylor being the right centre mid, being with captain wearing number 4. Aquino plays a ball. Good ball, and a good goal from Bobby. He hit him with a bullet, and he beats Amos this time, and it's 1-0.
Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through.
It was a good through ball, and what a rocky that goal was. The goalkeeper had no chance of getting to that goal. It was a great finish in the end. And it's 1-0 here at Stadium Young Boys to the team who won the title. And it's Bobby Orr's 47th goal. That's surely a league's record. Archer just kept it on. Beats the 4-back. And this cross was Paul's shot. Paul cross. Good ball forward finds Bennett. And Ben with a good, and it's a good tackle. Good dub. Cano plays the ball forward. Trying to find Boss. And what now? Poor mistake. And it's Boss. Plays the ball cross with a Paul. And it's Bobby Ori with a miscued shot wide.
Well, that would have put them in complete control. He should have scored there.
He should have scored there, but it was a poor shot. He dragged him away by the top scorer in the league. Boss, good tackle on Boss, and he plays it forward, and he plays it across with feet, shoots, and it's 2-0, and Fernandez scores. He scored just before the break, and it was finally a second for Young Boys FC. They were threatening it, and finally got it.
Well, here's the replay. He's done really well to get his head up and pick somebody up.
And Boss plays a ball across, and it's a good goal in the end. And Amos couldn't get nowhere near that shot. And it's Fernandez who scored it to make it 2-0 here. Right, to McLeany. Bennett. D'Souza with 2 minutes of added on. Arias. They need to get a third. Arias plays a ball forward. And he is. Plays a ball cross. Shoots. Even pose. And Boss got it back. Shoots. And a good save. But he couldn't stop that, and it's Fernandez scores his second. That was surely will get icing on the cake here. Just before half time, making it 3-0. And then we wanted to go all out to attack. It was a good save. And then a simple goal in there from Fernandez. But I think Bobby Ori had the first shot with post, then the second shot with the goalkeeper, then the third went in, and that's it for this in this half. When this Young Boys FC side is on top form here, they could have scored a lot more.
He's having a tremendous game.
One is Bobby Ori's round for defenders, scoring 1 goal in 4 shots, but he should have scored 2. He may have had a good chance placed right. At half time it's Young Boys FC 3, Wigan Athletic 0. Cano. Arias. Chip out, finds Archer, Fito Archer. Shoots, and he took a deflection. But Kirk got it back. And Benny. But Bobby Ori won it back. Archer. Boss. Archer won it back. Shoot! And Archer scores a magnificent goal there. And that was 4-0. This team got done when they were beat.
Well, this is a brilliant strike.
And it was a good strike. But the defender was far too easy beaten fair. But it was a good finish from Fito Archer. He's on target in this match. And it's 4-0 here. Cano chips it, finds Aquino, and Barbieri with it. Oh, Edwards now got it. Basically 2 cushions, and Aquino won it back easily. There's a ball for fans Barbieri. He couldn't get into attacking movement there, but it's been a fine display from the A team here.
Had a real cutting edge. That was a really dominant.
To set 2 different teams, same result, a win. And it's Fernandes who's the man of the match, having 2 goals in 3 attempts.
Well, he gave that back line a sorry time, didn't he? He was far too sharp for them, always looking to play on the shoulder, took his goal.
Our 4 times Young Boys FC 4, Wigan Athletic 0. Thanks again for watching season 2 episode 20 of my Young Boys FC on FIFA 22 with my creative club, and that's my creative club name. Don't forget to, and like I said in the end of last game of this episode, 2 different teams, same result, a win. Please go and subscribe to this channel, leave a like on this video, turn your post notification bell when I go live in our next video. I'm going to share this with and share my YouTube channel on all your social media. Don't forget to go in the description below where you find me on Facebook and Twitter. I'm here as a friend on Facebook. I write it back, and follow me on Twitter and I will follow you back. Also, there's a link to my live stream channel, which is twitch.tv/MJGamingPlays. Then there's also a link to his YouTube channel, so all links are in the description below to join MJGamingPlays family. Right, this is MJGamingPlays. Guess what? I'll catch you next time. I'm out.